this is Mike Shader's black Supra. I don't think you guys got to know much about this car yet. Seen it in the background, maybe didn't really ask many questions because it's just another Supra here, but it's a 3.4 stroker, Brian Crower stroker, has BC cams, high compression pistons, Carrillo rods. It's like fully built motor. Has 1 mil oversized, wait no. 2 mil oversized intake, 1 mil oversized exhaust. It has like just the right combination to make good horsepower, and he wanted to try some mismatch exhaust valve sizing to create, I think, just enough pressure to, I don't know, he did some equation. I don't do that on mine, it still makes a lot of horsepower. He did a little bit different. And then he has a 68 millimeter turbo. So this is basically a 900 to 1000 horsepower Supra setup here, and it comes with this watch. No, I'm just joking. This is Vita's watch. I probably can't pronounce his name as well as he can.
Hi.
Maybe he's camera shy, but anyway, that's Vita. He came from New Jersey. He's maybe gonna work here. He hasn't fully decided yet, but been working for a day or so. So anyways, we're doing some final touches here on Mike Shader's Supra. If you notice, look closely, it has a Samsonov sequential. There's some stuff that we still have to do to this car. One would be build a mount to hold this gear indicator, but it's like kind of something you don't want to interfere with a stock Supra dash, and doesn't necessarily line up perfectly, so we haven't decided that yet. Our thoughts were to do something like down here or maybe over here, but that final thing will be up to Mike, so we have to see what Mike thinks on that. Then another thing that we didn't want to drill into a stock dash was the iBoost, and this is iBoost, or if like you guys remember TJ's video, his was a AEM trim pot switch. So they each have their own name. This is from ProEFI. AEM has a 12 position sensor. A little excessive because who needs 12 settings? 5 is kind of a lot. You kind of need 2, maybe 3, but I use all 5 on my iBoost setting in my car. I don't really use them all, but I have them all programmed. Mike will probably set all 5 of them on his. Mike also runs a ProEFI. See how everything's kind of open right now because we're doing like last minute checking. See, it's not like super presentable because it's not done, and we'll probably leave it out, to be honest, when we go to the dyno, just so you can kind of get everything like squared away before you finish the car. Is kind of how we do it. Back here he's got an Odyssey battery. He has a Powerhouse Racing triple pump hanger that goes right into the stock tank, and he runs the 85. We built him XRP 85 lines, so he has 3 pumps in here that all feed into a Dash 8, and then he feeds his rail with a Dash 8. Each one of these cars has slightly different parts list on it because it's kind of up to the customer when parts are being applied to the car, but overall we try and keep our builds like still uniform, so things are still happening the same way, so it's easy for us to, I guess, troubleshoot problems, and we know how one way works and we continue doing it that way. So this is Mike's TJ, and we're hoping we can get it ready to go to the dyno this week. So today is the day I was at the dyno, got back, and now we're working on cars again. So hopefully this same week we can get Mike's car to go to the dyno and maybe make similar numbers to my car, or hopefully more higher horsepower numbers. The crazy part about this car is it's a street car that has a Samsonov sequential, so stay tuned for the update on how much horsepower this car makes, and maybe if we get the chance to do a dyno video of this one. We don't always get to stay at the dyno when we're there, so that's the problem. We sometimes just drop the car off and we keep making progress on other cars. My car I always stay with, but we'll see how it goes with this car. So, a little history on this car. Mike has had this car since 2004, so it's kind of crazy. He's stayed with it this whole time. It's definitely not his like only car. He does a lot of other stuff. His daily is like a more convenient car. He drives a Tesla as a daily, but at least he kept the love for the Supra throughout these years, and he's still into it, and he's still putting money into it. And it was an automatic that he converted over to Samsonite sequential, so that's just normal procedure, right? Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, that's Mike Shader's Supra. Stay tuned for updates. Talk to you guys soon. What's up, guys? So yesterday we went to the dyno. Everything went well. It was fun. But I hope you guys have been enjoying all the content. We've been working really hard here to get the Supra ready and update you guys with a lot of details on the Supra as it's going forward. Yeah, we're still working on stuff here at the shop. We had some other cars go to dyno. Remember that old school Celica? It did well. Made a little over 400 on pump gas, single turbo, 2J, old school Celica. It was good. Hopefully Mike's car is gonna go to the dyno soon too. But I wanted to tell you guys, or show you guys what's happening today, and then tell you guys a little bit about how Renee makes this all happen. And then you guys remember Sean?
Sean to the rescue.
Sean's helping us make this possible. So this is how she lays everything out and sizes it up. If it's not right, she'll change stuff, but then it's just paper and blue tape, and you can just go print it out on paper again. This is kind of how it's gonna look. Whoa, Sean's wrapping stuff. Sean's really fast with this. Hey, do you want it off the lift?
It's okay like this.
Oh, it is? Okay. So it doesn't need to be.
Maybe a little bit, I'll come grab you.
Okay. Well, we'll update you guys soon, but that's what's happening right now and today.
Coming together. Eventually the whole thing will be wrapped.
On a side note, what kind of denim do you guys wear? Because if you don't know about Blackwood denim, you should check it out. Wait. Blackwood denim. And let me know what you guys think about Blackwood denim, because they kind of make the perfect pants, because you could pretty much like stretch out and do whatever and they don't rip, and you can be really active in it. Whoa, there's Joe.
What kind of denim do you wear?
I wear Blackwood denim, but
When?
every day.
Oh.
Every single day. You guys might have noticed, but what do you guys think if we got a discount code for Blackwood denim? Let me know, because we could get one, and then you guys could buy your own Blackwood denim. Alright, talk to you later. Hey guys, so today's Thursday. We're headed back to FSR Motorsports to pick up the Celica with the 2J in it. That guy made a little over 400. Then it started spinning the clutch because it's stock clutch. I'll tell you more about that. So Mike Supra on the trailer, ready to go to dyno. We're gonna trade for the Celica, give him Mike Supra, let them work their magic, and then we're hoping for 1,000 horsepower with Mike's car. Can't guarantee that, but let's hope for it. And then oh, Ben Celica. So Ben Celica has a stock block 2J. So it started out stock block 2J, gonna be stock twins, and had stock intake manifold. Then Ben was like, you know what? I want this intake manifold. You know what? I want this exhaust manifold and this single turbo, and things escalated, but then no clutch. And he's like, oh, I think it'll work. I'm like, no, it won't. But so stock clutch, he cooked it, and then we kind of knew that that would happen, but he was just wanted to see what happens. His transmission is gonna break because it's a W58, which that's an NA Supra trans. That's not meant for 400 plus horsepower that Ben made. It's fine. He knows that it's gonna break, but now that the clutch spun, it's like, yeah, he's gotta buy an ACT nicer clutch. So we'll get that coming, swap it in there for him. Not right now, because Ben's plan is get the Celica back to the shop, then finalize a couple details, dismantle the entire car, go to paint, clean up the engine bay, weld all the holes shut, make it all like top notch in there at the body shop, bring it back, reassemble it, and then have like a clean build. So we got to do some work because that car's had some front end damage. There's a little bit of like work left in like the cleanup department, and then we put the better clutch in and maybe go back to the dyno, or just do some street logs and try and get it up to more closer to 500 horsepower, like max out what it can do on pump gas. Then his transmission is really the weak link, but he knows that, and he's gotta drive it till it breaks, and we'll figure it out at that point, and whatever we have to get. It's just gonna be a tight squeeze in that chassis. Okay, then Mike Shader's Supra. You guys know that it has, oh, it's bright. The stroker motor, so that's why we're hoping 1,000 horsepower. He has similar setup to me. Some of the parts I have are better, some of the parts he has are bigger, so he might make more horsepower. Very similar setup to my car, so he might be 900 to 975, but I mean, we want to see it crack 1,000, but it's hard to say if that's gonna happen or not. So fingers crossed. All right guys, I gotta go and drive. See you when we get there. What's up guys? Okay, we're here. I already unloaded the car. I just had to move my truck and trailer out of the way. But dude, check this thing out. Not your ordinary drag car. This is cool. So, all these welds are like, oh, hold on. It's getting loud. Okay. All these welds look like super ultra perfect. You wanna know why? Because of this. You guys ever heard of sheepy built? Well, I have, and I've seen their welds. They do some crazy nice fab work. Good job, sheepy built. Kinda think they built the whole car. Not sure. Not up to date on their current stuff, but looks pretty nice. Don't really know the history or any information of this car, but I just thought you guys might want to see it. Looks pretty cool. Looks like it could have made, you know, 800 horsepower or something, maybe more. Don't know the details, 1,000. Let's say 1,000, but I don't know the details. Don't want to offend anyone. If it did make 1,000, good job. I don't know. So, here's Mike's car. And there's an old school 240Z that is 2JZ swap, yay! And then we also have this old school Celica that we built, Ben's car, that's 2JZ swapped. So if you guys didn't get the chance last time we were here, because I was so involved with my car at the dyno that I forgot to give you kind of a walk around. This is FSR. They are also Supra fanatics. So you guys know Drift Motion, Aaron. So Aaron at Drift Motion now is the owner of FSR, and Drift Motion's right down the street. So you buy your parts at Drift Motion, then you get your car built at FSR. Pretty cool. Ooh, remember that Cressida? That's Aaron's Drift Cressida. We got to do some of the fab work on it, really cool. Maybe we'll get to see it again in the future, who knows, for a little more work. But I think they're finishing up most of the stuff on it here. But this is a cool shop. There's a lot of cool stuff to see here, and they dyno stuff. It's kind of why we're here with all our cars to dyno. You can trust them. But check this out. Jay-Z. Well, I gotta get out of their way. I don't want to interfere and stop them from working, but we will hope for the best with Mike Supra, and then unfortunately I'm not going to stay here with it, but maybe they'll get some footage that they can let us share, because that car's going to do some crazy stuff on the dyno as well. Well, alright guys, talk to you soon. So Ian was able to work his magic on this guy like we were talking about. Just did a cold start, idle's perfect, drove it. Feels like an old car, but it's got a cool motor in it and some horsepower. So got a little like refining to do on stuff on it, because it feels a little bouncy. Maybe change spring rates. You gotta ask the owner Ben what he thinks, but it's kind of cool. So I'm gonna load it on the trailer.
You want me to